students, today we are going to have a quick recall of the life cycle of Plasmodium parasite. So here is a case study question which is based on the life cycle. Okay. So first one, host X is given. Through the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito, it is transferred to host Y. So here the host X is identified as female Anopheles mosquito. Then host Y should be the human. So here host Y is human beings. Once it enters host Y, it travels through the bloodstream and enters the liver cells. So this is the first site of infection. And inside the liver cells, it undergoes asexual multiplication. Multiple fission it undergoes. So then it bursts out the liver cells and starts to continue the cycle of infection. Some of the cells which will continue to infect further liver cells, and some of them will start to enter the RBCs. And inside the RBCs also there will be asexual multiplication of the parasite. And once the first cycle of asexual multiplication is over, it bursts out the RBCs. Okay? So RBCs bursting out will cause the appearance of symptoms in the host body. Right? And after the release of organisms by bursting of RBCs, some of the progenies will continue to infect further red blood corpuscles, and some of them will transform themselves into gametocytes. Okay, so here comes the stage, gametocytes. This is the stage which is transferred from human beings to the female Anopheles mosquito once again. Okay, so which stage is transferred from infected human to the mosquito? It is gametocytes. And inside the female mosquito, the sexual cycle of reproduction occurs. So here fertilization and formation of the zygote and the further stages of development continues. So then all these fertilization, zygote formation, everything will be happening in the gut of the mosquito. And there is one stage formed which is more important called sporozoite. These sporozoite stages will be formed in the gut and it migrates to the salivary gland of the mosquito. So once this infected mosquito bites another human, the cycle continues. So this is the quick recall of life cycle of a malarial parasite. Okay. So once if they ask for the primary host of the malarial parasite, it should be the female Anopheles mosquito. So on what basis we decide which is the primary host? Where the pathogen's sexual cycle happens, that should be the primary host. And human beings in this case are the secondary host of the malarial parasite. So now let us solve the questions related to this case study. First question, name the parasitic stage that is being transferred from X to Y. X to Y is from female Anopheles mosquito to the human beings. The infective stage of human beings is the sporozoite. So this is an important thing. Okay. Second one, write the changes the parasite undergoes in the liver. As we have already discussed, it asexually multiplies and starts to burst out the liver cell and release of pathogen happens. So asexual multiplication in the liver cells. Third question, write the changes the parasite undergoes when it enters the RBCs. It starts utilizing the hemoglobin molecules of our RBCs and use globin part for its nutrition and accumulates the heme. Okay, so once the asexual multiplication is completed, the RBCs are bursted out. So here also the answer is asexual reproduction of pathogen happens and bursting out of RBCs. Once the RBCs are bursted out, what actually happens is that it releases a toxin called as hemozoin. Okay, so it releases a toxin called as hemozoin. This toxin release causes the appearance of the symptoms of the disease. So the disease, as we all know, it is malaria. The symptoms of the disease will be fever and chills, which will be recurring every 3 to 4 days. So this is what happens inside the RBCs once it starts bursting the RBCs. And some of the cells transform into gametocytes, as we have already discussed, and the cycle continues. Thank you. All the best.